micro cheating. And
Yeah.
just by hearing
What is
that
that?
term, I know you haven't heard it before, just like me. What do you think it is?
I have no idea. Like, literally, I'm just
I
I have no
mean,
idea.
I mean, when I first heard it, all I could think about was like teeny tiny bit of cheating.
A teeny tiny bit of cheating. Like, I wrote the answers on a rubber band for my test. Like, that's what I would think. I don't know.
How's it, everybody? Welcome back to the Super Deep Podcast, and this is episode 23, I believe. And this is the podcast where we just talk about anything and everything, but we dive super deep. See what I did there? But once again, you are here with me. My name is Starr, and I'm the host. And as always, we got Miss Kaleo head on the building as a co-host. What is going on? We ready for the show today?
Oh, heck yeah.
Heck yeah. But I just want to take this time to shout out to those who do listen to this podcast. I appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys. If there is any suggestion of what topics you guys want us to dive deeper, super deeper into, we'll definitely take into consideration, depending on how deep it is, because some topics it's very sensitive to talk about, but we'll probably talk about it anyway, right?
I would talk about it anyway.
Exactly.
I don't care.
No, we don't care about hurting feelings. Wait, what? No, never mind. I care. I don't know about you.
I don't.
Oh man. In the future, I gotta fix this lighting because I'm looking pretty weird, but whatever. So we are live. We are live, and episode 23, it's been oh my gosh. It's been a pretty good it's been a pretty good ride, on this podcast so far. This is our third season in, and just want to appreciate you, Kaleo, for coming in and being the co-host.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, if you guys don't know who we are, obviously we're Starr and Kaleo, and we have ties to Hawaii. We are from Hawaii. I should say that. I'm Samoan, Kaleo's Hawaiian, and yeah, we're just two friends, just having conversations about specific topics. So, speaking of topics, we are going to dive into this thing called micro cheating. I've never heard of that term ever before until like a couple days ago. And so we're going to talk about micro cheating a little bit. And then we are going to talk about, I guess in a way, support. Because, for example, it's just real quick before we talk about it. Just for example, like, say a friend is going through it, right? And, you being a really good friend, you just tell them that if you need anything, I'll be there for you. Like, don't worry. And, for the most part, most of us genuinely mean it. But sometimes, I don't know, maybe people might just say it just to comfort, but don't really have the meaning behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
we're going to talk about that a little bit. And, of course, we're going to do some Would You Rathers. So, are you ready for that? Would You Rathers?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we got some super hard ones and some super funny ones, I guess. So let's start off with this. Would you rather have a permanent clown face or a permanent clown outfit?
Oh, I hate clowns. Clowns freak me out so much. Like, I've tried to play clown games, can't do it.
Well, is it more of the makeup or just the outfit, or
the whole thing? They're just creepy as heck, man. Like,
Oh man, so what would you rather? What you want to do, the makeup or the outfit?
Can I change the makeup every time, or does it have to be the same?
I mean, as long as it looks clowny, I guess.
Clowny. So, like the big red nose, the atypical big red nose, and all that good stuff.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a big red nose, because a lot of clowns, they just paint their nose red.
I guess they do. See, clowns creep me out. I don't know this. Honestly, I think I would have to say the outfit, because you can make some pretty fun looking cuckoo outfits.
There is some people.
Bright colors.
Yeah, I was about to say, there is some people out there that like their outfit is pretty out there.
I live in Portland. Like, come on now.
I probably, yeah, I probably do the outfit too. Probably do
Like,
the
I'm
outfit.
sorry, I don't want to cover up these eyes.
How does your eyes look?
These eyes.
Hey, comment down below if when we do these questions, yeah, go ahead and comment down below and on YouTube and let us know your answers, and we would love to hear that. So we're gonna move on to the next one. Here's a pretty hard one. Would you rather lose all your memories from the past or never be able to create new memories? That's hard.
So you would only have your short-term memory and not your long-term memory. Period.
I mean, I guess because it's either you lose all your memories from the past, so everything that you've already made from that point, forget it all, or
So like massive car crash, you had brain injury, you can't remember anything before that.
yeah, and then
So
and
I'm like, I have
then
questions.
and then or never able to be create new memories. So from this point on, the only memories you're ever gonna have is before that time.
I would want to create new memories.
Why?
Why? Because then at that point, those people that are still in your life that are with you for that new journey are now going to be your past memories the further on in life you go, right? So why not remember everything as it is currently than having to remember everything and be struggling with, okay, who the heck are all these people every day?
Yeah, you got a point. But now, like I'm thinking about it now, so never be able to. Oh shoot! It's never be able to create new memories, right? So you
That's why
basically,
I was like, I have questions.
yeah. So basically, you said that you would want to create new memories. So,
Yeah, if I
oh,
was
okay. So you would choose to lose all your past memories.
all my past
Okay,
memories
okay.
and make new memories going forward.
Wait. So the question is though, once you make new memories, it becomes in the past, so you lose it
See,
anyway.
that's why I said I have questions. That's why I was like, okay, so is it everything up to a certain point?
I mean,
Or
there's no
like
extra explanation in the question.
like okay, okay, cuz if it was I couldn't make any new memories, but I could only live in the current, then I would definitely want to remember my past.
Yeah, now that I think about that, thinking about it
But that's like a
more.
whole first dates type thing, you know?
Yeah, yeah, basically, because you creating new
Like,
memories and then you just forget it, basically.
yeah, like, and then you have to be reminded of it like every day you wake up.
Right, right. All right.
Rock.
Well, I'm not gonna. Oh, I chose it already. So let's go to the next one. Would you rather have permanent itch that you can never scratch, or always have the feeling of something stuck in your teeth?
Oh my god. Those are both awful. Oh
Heck
my god,
yeah.
those are both awful. I'm huge on teeth, but itches are bad.
Itches are really bad and are really irritating. Um, I'd probably go with the something stuck in your teeth because I could just pick it out and then pick it out
While you're
whenever,
just constantly sitting there with a flossy all day. I mean, I do that already, so I guess I
or
would have to say the teeth,
or a toothpick. Just have it,
right?
having like endless amount of toothpicks in your freaking pocket or your bag or wherever you.
I do. I carry carry those little flossies everywhere with me. I'm huge. I had braces once upon a time, so
Hey,
yeah.
I think I need braces, especially for my bottom row. Eh,
Well, those are bad. I have a permanent retainer on my bottom.
Can you take it out?
No, it's permanent. It just sits from this tooth to this tooth behind the teeth.
So if somebody was to punch you really hard, it could come out.
If my teeth came out, yeah.
So I guess we both would choose the something having the feeling of something stuck in your teeth.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it may not be there, but just having a feeling, you're like, oh man, keep looking. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Whereas if you have to constantly like trying to like itch something, eventually you're gonna like just take layers of skin off. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, we'll go one more, and then we'll go move on to our next topic. So this one, I feel like I've asked you this before. I don't know if it was on the podcast, but would you rather live without music or live without movies or like movies and television, like anything that you see on screen?
I could live without TV and movies.
That's hard for me because I'm a freaking movie guy and I'm a TV show guy, and
I don't get me wrong, I love them, but music, ugh, just speaks to your soul.
it does it does music. I you know what, I always say this: music is food for the soul.
It really is. And there's
Hmm.
times where, you listen to different kinds of music at different points and of your life and then different feelings and attitudes and emotions and it just helps you get through every day. Whereas a TV show, yeah, okay, it's good, it's great, gives you laughs or feelings or whatever, but music, I can picture things when I listen to specific music and how it makes me feel and what it makes me imagine. I couldn't live without music.
You got a point there. So I probably would choose the same thing. I probably live without movies. Oh, that's so hard to say.
Oh my god.
That's so hard to say. You're killing me.
You said it. I'm
I
so proud of you.
take it back. I'm just kidding. I choose or. Yo, don't you? I hate it. I try not to say that word HATE, even though I just said it. I dislike it a lot when I ask people or questions, and then they're like, they try to play smart with you. Oh, I choose or. Really? That's not one of the options. Like, I know you're trying to be funny, but when everybody keeps doing it, I'm like, I'm just not going to ask you the question ever again.
Oh, you're so original.
Exactly. So original. But that's it for our Would You Rather, guys. Once again, hey, if you guys want to answer, go ahead and comment it in the YouTube like
I'd be
comments.
curious. I'd be curious to know what people say as far as the movies and the music.
I feel like that's a big debatable topic. Like we can ask
Yeah.
anybody, and anybody's gonna be like, "Oh, that's so hard. I don't know."
Newer generations? Oh man, I think a lot of them will be like, "Oh, I can't do without my TV or my shows."
You'll be surprised though. We never know, right?
True. True.
Never know. Well, we're gonna go into the next topic, and it is micro cheating. And
Yeah.
just by hearing
What is
that
that?
term, I know you haven't heard it before, just like me. What do you think it is?
I have no idea. Like literally, I'm just like,
I
I have no
mean,
idea.
I mean, when I first heard it, all I could think about was like teeny tiny bit of cheating.
Teeny tiny bit of cheating. Like I wrote the answers on a rubber band for my test. Like that's what I would think. I don't know.
I mean, you know what? I never took it to that aspect as far as cheating on a test or cheating in school. Immediately, I thought of cheating on in a relationship and stuff like that. So
Oh, gotcha.
that's what I
Gotcha.
thought, and
Okay.
that's what
Okay.
it actually is about.
How do you
So
micro cheat in a relationship though?
exactly, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, cheating is cheating, right?
Yeah.
So, micro cheating is a term used to describe small, seemingly harmless actions or behaviors that may indicate a partner is emotionally or physically involved with someone else. And that's just the definition I got off of Google. But let me give you some
Mm.
examples. Oh, it just got bright. So some examples is, where is it? Where is it? So this is one that, like, when I was looking over, and then they actually was talking about it on the radio. So when I was hearing some example, I was like, now I think that's just that person just being very, full of themselves and just being overly overboard with jealousy and stuff like that. So here's one example:
Mm.
going the extra length to look attractive just so you can impress somebody else. Really?
Then call me a micro cheater because I like looking good for everyone, okay?
But
Like,
I
not just
think
myself. I mean, just for myself, first of all, but
right,
like,
right.
I'd
But
like to be
I
something
think
decent to look at.
I think people are just it's kind of like with everything in the world now. It's like everything. Everybody is just making something out of nothing. And I think this is one of the I guess those things, right?
Yeah.
Because like at the end of the day, like I said, cheating is cheating. But then like to point out small stuff like this, that's like maybe okay, maybe that person might be doing that to attract a specific person. Okay, then yeah, obviously that's wrong. But then for something like you know, example like you, like what you just said, like that's not cheating. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. And well, and I mean, I guess if you're doing it only for that person you're trying to impress and not for your significant other, then I could see that as a form of start of cheating. I wouldn't necessarily
Yeah,
call it cheating.
yeah. It's kind of like with a lot of stuff. Is like the intentionality behind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Hmm.
I mean, I got other examples. This one is just talking about your sex life to other people that's not your wife. I don't know. I wouldn't
I
consider
talk
it.
to my girlfriends about my sex life all the time. I'm sorry,
Unless you swing that way.
unless you swing that way,
Then yeah, I
no
mean,
shames here.
the I think the problem is like what is the threshold of cheating? You know what I'm saying? Like cuz a lot of people can say that cheating is just talking to somebody that's very attractive that's not your wife or your husband or your spouse, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
you got other people which is like the I don't know how to put it, traditional cheating, I guess, of actually doing something physically to another person that's not your spouse.
Also known as coitus.
So it's like what is the threshold? Like is it I guess it's, you know, anybody whoever's their perspective, right? It's their interpretation of cheating for them, right?
Yeah, I think it's going into the relationship, understanding what your relationship's boundaries are. So I think it could vary for everybody. I've never heard of micro cheating. I
Yeah.
just Is
So
there
here's
another one?
yeah, there's a lot of examples, and here's one that's like this is probably yeah, this is definitely cheating. So this is well to a certain extent. So this example is lying about your relationship status online or in person.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's like keeping yourself open and available.
I don't. I mean, I don't know. Would that be like in the cheating category, or would that just be, I don't know, unfaithful? I don't know how to put it. You know what I mean? Because it's like they can lie about it, but is that really cheating?
It's like a precursor.
Yeah, yeah, I can definitely. Yep, yep, for sure. All right, so here's more examples. So giving your phone number to a person that you know is attracted to you. But it's like, what if you guys are
Again,
just like friends? You know, intentionality, right?
it's all intentionality. Like I have more male friends than I do female friends. But I've always gotten along with guys better than I do with my own sex. Like it's just
You know, it's
I
crazy,
have more of a male mentality than I do a
right?
female mentality.
You know, it's crazy. Like you have more male friends and you're more comfortable, and I'm like the opposite. I feel like I have an even amount of you know guy to you know girl ratio friends, but I think like my closest friends are all females.
Yeah.
Like closest, like keep in touch, you know, and they're a spouse and my spouse. We all know each other, and you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so these other examples, these are definitely I probably put it over micro cheating, like on a higher level than that. So this one is keeping regular communication with an old flame.
Mm.
Okay,
I'm like, okay, I can't
what about this one?
I
Joining
don't well, hold on. I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
keep open communication. but I do have ties with past lovers,
Right,
if
right.
if you will. But I don't go out of my way to like talk to them. I'm so friendly. I'm so cordial. If I realize it's their birthday, like on social media, I'll say happy birthday.
Yeah, so that's
But
reasonable. You
like
know what I mean? That's
it was
understandable.
like, it was like a situation where we ended on good terms. It wasn't like a bad breakup type situation or anything like that. And like,
Right. So just like what I was saying right before that, one of my best friends is we dated like for like a little bit,
yeah.
but his her other half is cool with me and my other half is cool with her, and every time we go back to Hawaii we always go on a lunch date or breakfast date.
Yeah. Yeah.
So um there's let me say other examples. So, joining your boss for happy hour behind your partner's back.
Oh, behind your partner's back? That's
That's just
just professionally and personally inappropriate. With
exactly.
your boss? Like, come on now. Anytime I went to happy hour with my boss, it was always like, "Hey, this is what's happening."
Hmm.
"Cool. All right. Be safe.
Right.
Let me know if you need me to come pick you up." Like,
Yeah. Okay, here we'll say one more and then we'll move on to the next category. So this example is liking or posting a provocative comment on someone's Instagram and Facebook page.
well, you know how I am. I'm very flirtatious and sexual, so I would be that person that would say, damn, blah, 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 like,
Yeah. So I wouldn't do that to, the opposite sex or gender. I do that. I don't know if it's just a guys thing, but us guys do that to each other.
oh, I do it to male and female, so it's just
Yeah. But as long as like we go back to the intentionality and the I guess the person in the persons in the relationship, as long as you guys have an understanding of how each other work and if it works for you guys, then you know what I mean?
right. Whoever you're with, you have to be open and communicative with them at all times. Make sure that, you're reassuring them. Like
Yeah.
me, I have always been a very flirtatious person since the beginning of time. Just who I am. So it's like, you take it or you leave it.
Take it or you
Not
leave it.
changing who I am because I love me just the way I am.
Yeah. Well, if you guys have any thoughts on micro cheating, or if you guys have any other examples that you might want us to answer, if we think that it's micro cheating, then go ahead and comment it down below. We will definitely answer them as best as we can. So
Micro cheating. It's called jealousy.
exactly, that's why I was like, what? This is
Mm.
again somebody making something out of nothing, or something that's already something.
And just giving it a different name.
Exactly. Like, it's just jealousy, because at the end of the day, all of these things, like all of the examples, if that person has no intention of actually, or any feelings or intention of doing anything to where it takes that next step to being physical, then it's not cheating. Like, you know what I mean? But and then the partner, sees it as cheating because they assume something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Is there inappropriate behavior? Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. Do I
Shoot.
cross those lines all the time? Absolutely. I stream and cross those lines all the time.
But does your husband understand, and you guys already have an understanding of how, you are and how he is?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's all up to you and your relationship, if you guys are listening and watching. If you think it's something is, stepping over the line, then have a communication, have a conversation with your partner.
Yep.
Oh man, I'm gonna get teased by my family because I'm fobbing out in this podcast episode. This podcast is sponsored by Roots Global Entertainment. Originally based out of the beautiful island of Hawaii, they are a group of gamers, content creators, and streamers. So if you guys want to check out some of their stuff and some of their merch and some of their, their social media platforms and stuff like that, go to rootsglobalentertainment.com. You would not be disappointed. And let's get back to the podcast. Anyways, let's move on to the next category. So when friends or family members, tell you that, they got your back, or, if you ever need anything, just give me a call, or I'm one phone call away. You know what I mean? Or like just give me a ring or give me a holler and I'll be there. Or if you ever need anything or something, you know what I mean? Like, for the most part, I want to believe that every person that says that really means it and really is gonna go and be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm sure that there's a lot of people that just say it just to say it. Because there is people that, are like, they really just want attention, so they're just maybe putting up a front that they really need help or whatever, or they're taking advantage of help when they don't really need it. And then those people are like kind of just saying those kind of things just to comfort them, to get them off their back. I understand that, but at the same time, man, like, be a human being, treat others the way you want to be treated, and kind of like maybe put some meaning behind that saying or whatever in those words, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I'm genuinely one of those people. If I tell you you can call me anytime, I always have this rule that if I don't answer the first time and it's an emergency and you really need me or you need somebody to talk to or whatever, call me a second time. Call me back to back if I didn't answer the first time. Cause then guess what? I know right then and there, I need to stop what I'm doing and I need to give you my undivided attention. If it's not, then, I will call you back. Cause normally if I don't answer, I'm at work or I'm doing something that's extremely important for me, but I will drop everything if I get back-to-back calls. And I tell everyone that you call me twice, and then I will make sure. I'm sorry, I have to step away. I need to answer this phone call.
Right, right. All right,
And
you
not
heard it. You
everybody's
heard it
like
here.
that.
You heard it here first, folks. If you just want to talk to Kaleo, just call her twice. No, no, no. On a serious note, no, for real. Like, there is, those times where people just want to bug you just for nothing or whatever, or for
Yeah,
a reason that doesn't really need bothering. But for the most part, if somebody's gonna call you multiple times, something's up. You know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely. I mean,
So,
I've had people take full advantage of me saying that, and then they tried to make me feel like I was the jerk because I was saying, "Okay, like, I can't help you. I'm not a professional. Like,
right.
I need you to get help." And then they tried to start making me feel like I was lower than low and this and that. And I'm like, "No, no, no, this has nothing to do with me."
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've had people try to like flip it on me being like, "You're never actually there. You don't say," I'm just like, "I've been here every time. I need you for you to get some professional help."
Yeah, for sure. I was just talking to one of my friends about this not too long ago. And I was in that stage, where I was thinking and assuming that, people, were lying to me. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they're not really there. And, but I didn't realize that that was just the depression and anxiety that was just, clouding my judgment. Cause then I didn't realize that I'm not the only one going through stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe those friends or family members that said that they're going to be there for me just is not in the right headspace to help me. And that's
Yeah.
and that's one thing that I learned in therapy is being respectful of, people's boundaries, cuz
Yeah.
we learn our own boundaries, but it's got to have that unselfishness of not just thinking about your own, in that sense, right? Like,
Yeah.
because you're not the only one going through something, right? So I didn't realize that for a long time, but now, in the past year, that I've really kind of like understood other people's boundaries and understood where I stood and where they stood, and that kind of like that helped me, I guess, rely on myself and
Yeah.
really dig deep when I know it's just me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm also genuinely a genuine person just like that. Like, if you need money or if you need me to be physically there, like, I am going to go out of my way. That's just how I always was or still am. But now I don't do it too much because it's like I'm I'm stepping out of my own boundary, because it's like if I'm not in the right headspace to go and just pick up and go help somebody, am I really helping that person?
No,
You know
you're
what I'm
not.
saying? But I didn't know that for a long time, but now I do. Yeah, like what? So what do you think about those people that would say things like this but don't really mean it?
I've dealt with those people. I've dealt with those people. And while I don't like that it happens, I understand that a lot of people do just say it because it is kind of the social norm
Right, right,
to just say something like that. Kind of like, when you're at the checkout line, right? And how's your day? And you say, "Oh, good." And it's just, robotic.
right, right.
Whereas if you say, "I'm better," if you're actually paying attention, then they're gonna be like, "Oh, were you sick, or was there this, or was there that?" And you're like, "No, just better."
Yeah,
And it actually gets people to pay attention. So I, I get that it's a social norm, but people need to understand that sometimes that can be more painful doing as a social norm than actually being genuine to say, "I'm here for you," when you know good and well that you might not mentally be able to be there for them at that moment, you know?
yeah. At that point, you just tell them like, I want to be there for you, but tell them the truth. I want to be there for you, but somebody else is gonna have to help you around this time. You know what I mean?
Right. It's all about communication.
Yeah,
It's literally in every single relationship in your life, it's about communication.
yeah. And it could be and even if it's it's not just the mental health part. It's even the times when like me, I tell my cousins all the time, if they're going out to drink or whatever, like if you don't want to call your parents to come and pick you up because you can't drive, call me. Like
Yeah.
that's that's reasonable within my boundaries that I can do. Like, okay, I gotta wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning if I work the next day, but at least I'm capable of doing that, and my cousin is safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, I think like you said, it is kind of like a social norm thing. Like it's just people are just saying it out of courtesy, and it sucks,
Yeah.
but that's just the reality of what it is.
Yeah. Because a lot of people don't realize the weight that that can carry for somebody that's like, "Oh my God, really?" Like they look up to you and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. And then they try to call you and then you just let them down.
Yeah, yeah,
That can mess with them so much more than whatever was ailing in them
yep,
in the first place.
for sure. And now that you said that, I've seen like a lot of like his videos and even in person when a celebrity, somebody of a high caliber where people are going to be looking up to you unless
Yep.
unless you have a bad influence on social media. But like for the most part, celebrities, NFL players, sport, athletes are, basically, big influencers, like, and they connect with somebody that's maybe like, let's go with a musician that mentors another up and coming musician, and they give them their numbers, like, hey, call me if you need anything, like I'll help you throughout your journey or whatever, and then they never do. and,
Yeah.
and that's kind of messed up. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And they were probably doing that because the camera was on, and so they just wanted to show that they're nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. 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 It can be everyday people. It's a crapshoot,
That's
and it
kind of
sucks
tough
that it
though.
happens.
That's tough though, because it's like trying to show that you're nice publicly compared to showing them that you're an asshole.
Two-faced.
Really?
Two-faced.
Because it's
Absolutely.
either or. Like if they don't respond like that, they're gonna have to be like, no, I don't know you. I'm not giving you my number. But then in the media's eyes, they wow, that guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yep.
mean? So it kind of sucks, but just if you're gonna be genuine, if you're gonna say something like, if you need anything, I'll be there to help you. Like, try to follow through as best as you can. I'm not saying that you have to, but be honest, be upfront, and that person that you're telling that to, they'll either understand or they're gonna have to learn on their own, because at the end of the day, it's them and themselves that's bettering themselves.
Yeah.
So that is everything we're gonna talk about. And do you have anything that you wanted to bring
Uh,
up?
Not really. As you know, this last weekend is just crazy for me.
Yeah.
So I, I honestly kind of numb right now. So this is probably the most lighthearted conversation I have had in like 2 weeks.
I mean, I wouldn't say that, it was like negative, but I'd say that it was a very positive thing, this weekend. As stressful and as painful as,
Yeah.
all of that came about, like it was definitely something that you and your family needed.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
If it makes you feel better, I went back home to Hawaii this past weekend, and it was a blast. I
And
don't
you
know.
didn't send me pictures of anything.
Bruh,
You,
I
you,
post I posted it
yo,
on social media.
because I'm always on there.
Yeah.
I, I seen something.
See? You saw my food, you saw me at the
I
beach.
did. Oh, the food.
And that was me, but I cooked all of that shit, man.
Oh, see.
Well, my brother helped. I was, kind of just showing him some of the ways, and then I had my sister put together my potato salad. I said, "Hey, make it like this and like this, and hey, add that." And then I would come back in and like check on it and look. Hey, wow, these onions are too big. You know the green onions when you chop them up. I'm like,
Mhm.
it's too big, and then she goes, "Oh, mom cut that." I'm like, "Okay, fine. Let me just cut it smaller."
Oh, mom. Okay, never mind.
Sorry, mom. I know you're gonna listen. Sorry, just
Sorry, mom.
bro. My mom watches and listens, and my dad actually. Actually, you know what? All my siblings, my whole family, they watch every single episode, and a little bit of me is a little embarrassed, but then kind of like,
No, that's
no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
amazing.
It's just a little embarrassed because I already know they're gonna like grill me on any small little thing. They're gonna be like they're gonna tease me or whatever. But then the fact that they are watching it, I'm like, ah, I'm happy because I have that support.
Yeah,
I love
I
you,
love
mom.
that. Hey, mom.
Shout out to mom, dad, brother, sister, brothers. Forgot my other brothers, and then well, because I just said brother, I forgot to have the s at the end. Brothers. And then,
You heard
chill,
it. I
chill,
heard it. I heard it.
chill,
You heard it. I heard it.
chill.
You heard it.
Stop putting more gasoline on the flame, okay? The flame was already
Hey,
lit.
I'll add more fuel to the fire.
Anyways, hi Kaleo's family if you watch this.
Yeah, hi.
Oh, I know Kaleo's husband. I know you watch this. I like sup, cuz how you doing, my bottle? Yes, sup. Anyways, we're gonna end this show. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening. Again, if you guys are on YouTube, make sure you like this video, like this episode, subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss anything on this channel. If you guys are on Spotify, go ahead and rate the show out of 5 stars, please. And if you don't rate it a 5 star, then Kaleo's gonna come and slap you. No, I'm just kidding. She's not.
Maybe.
Maybe depends where. Nah, just kidding.
Oh,
Anyway, Spotify, I appreciate you guys. Go ahead and like it. I think there's gonna be not. I think there is gonna be some questions at the bottom of the episode on Spotify. So if you guys want to participate, go ahead and answer them and put in your thoughts. So without further ado, it was a great episode, and we will. Oh shoot, Khalil, let's end it with your saying because I messed it up last time.
wait. The last time you said it
Well,
again since?
no, the last time
Oh,
before the last episode.
the last time before the last time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Remember to be uniquely you. It's the best thing that you could ever do. If you ever need help, you know that you can reach out in comments, and hopefully, I forgot what I was going to go with that because my child opened the door. Yeah, hopefully we'll have a link down below for help, suicide prevention, all that good stuff. Please make sure that's in there, SUPA.
Yes.
Because that is very important. People are struggling with a lot of mental health, and We very, very much so care about every single one of you.
Sounds good. And like always gonna say now, it's what I always try to live by. Treat others the way you want to be treated, and it's just as simple as that. We are gonna be better human beings if we all do that, because then it's
Yes.
gonna take away violence, it's gonna take away hate, it's gonna take away all the negative things in the world. Because who wants to be treated badly? I don't want somebody to treat me badly. So why am I going to treat somebody else badly?
Exactly.
So, oh, quick announcement. We are gonna have $1,000 giveaway. I'm just kidding.
Hey,
We won't.
yo,
we're,
imagine.
we're gonna do eventually. If this channel starts to grow, this podcast starts to grow, and when it gets there, when it gets there, then we will be definitely doing stuff. Be doing stuff like that. But yeah, other than that, that is it. Again, thank you guys for listening, for watching, and my hair is getting longer, so yes, I like that. All right, guys, we will catch you guys on the next episode.